Okay. I,
Someone
I
is saying
will.
that they haven't received the link.
It's the same. Students are. Okay, so Harish, you can continue. Okay, I'll I'll leave the session.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Yasha, you can also leave after a couple of minutes, and when Mr. Harish is ready to start.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, Srivas. Hello, Soumya.
Hi, sir.
Hi,
Yeah,
sir.
yes. We'll start, guys. Just let's wait for 1 or 2 more minutes and then we'll start. Okay. Hello, Karthik.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Karthik. We'll start in 2 to 3 minutes, Karthik.
Yes.
Yeah. Srivas, Soumya, Karthik, Roxana. Okay, fine. We'll start this. I mean, I think we have waited for more than 5 minutes, so let's start. Guys, again, I suggest if you're comfortable, please switch on your videos. It's very difficult for me to, to judge whether you have understood or not without, looking at you. So please, if you are comfortable, please switch on your videos. Okay, I see that no one is comfortable. It's fine, no issues. Okay, thank you, Soumya. All right. So last class analogy we completed, right? So that was our first topic, right? Analogy was our first topic. So similar to analogy, we will, yeah. So our second topic is classification, right? Again, so we will see different types, and it's basically I'll be putting on questions and you should be solving them, right? So that's our this thing. Okay, let's start this. Please be interactive, guys. Like, just let me know whatever, the answers. If you are getting, just let me know the answer, right? Okay. Yeah. What could be the answer to this question? Any idea? Start thinking from basic logics, right? Then you increase your logic level, right? First of all, start at the basic level. So I need answers from four of you: Srivas, Karthik, Soumya, and Raksana. Select the number pair which is different from others. Yeah, do it. Okay, Soumya is saying that answer is B. Okay. What about others? Srivas, Karthik. Roxana, what are your answers? Please tell me, guys. Karthik, what's your answer?
Sir, I'm thinking between B and C, but
Okay,
I'll go with B, sir.
B. Okay. All right. See, let's see. So let's put out the basic idea first. Okay. So 81, 45, 72, 91, 117, 19, 135, 126. See, one thing, as soon as I look it from this point of view, one thing that I can observe is in 81, 170. So in option A, C, and D, the first numbers are greater than the second numbers, right? But in the second option, the first number is lesser than the. So this is the basic logic that we can apply, right? The starting logic I can apply, right? If there is an option, yes, option B is correct. Yes, then option B will be correct, right? So yeah. So which is your answer? Option B is your answer, right? Because all of them are greater than the first number is greater, but only in 70 to 91, 72 is less than 91. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yeah, so sometimes the logic can be as simple as this. Okay. All right. Now let's go. Yeah, what about this? Come on, guys. We just started now. Raksana, no, Vasuki, and yeah, Vasuki, we just started now. Yeah, please start solving these questions. So select the number pair which is different from others. So out of the given 4 options, there are 3 options which follow a particular logic, but there is one option which deviates from that logic. So you have to find that pair which deviates from the logic. Yeah, guys, what's the answer? Okay, I got options. Okay, B, D, D. Okay, Soumya is saying B. Okay, Soumya is saying D. Okay, that was for the previous one, I guess. Okay, fine. D, D. Okay, all of you are saying D. Okay, so clearly I can see that the difference between the first 2 numbers is 150. Same goes for option B and same goes for option C as well. But in the case of option D, the difference is 140. So that is how this is varying, right? So option D is your right answer. Understood this logic, all of you? Just give me a thumbs up. Yes? Yeah, okay, guys. Next question. Yeah, what about this one? Select the number pair which is different from others. Yes, Srivas is saying as option D. Okay, let's see. Okay, Raksana is saying option A. Okay, there is a confusion. Okay, D. Raksana, please check your answer. Okay, let's look at this problem. Now, the first thing 5, 5, 7, 31, 41, 13, 19, 7. So, one thing is the first thing that I can figure out is all of these are prime numbers. So, I have to check if there is any composite pair, but I can clearly see that there is no composite pair. Is this clear? Right?
Yes,
All
sir.
of them are prime pairs, right? But next one, if I see, so now in your thought process, you have to understand that this problem is somehow related to prime numbers, right? It is somehow related to prime numbers. Okay. Okay, so I'll see. So 5 and 7. So what is the idea that you'll get? Okay, 5 and 7 are consecutive prime numbers, right? So just after 5, I'll get 7. Then what happens? 31, 41. Between 31 and 41, I have one prime number, which is 37. Right? I think Raksana is correct in this answer. Right? 31, between 31 and 41, there is a prime number, which is 37. Right? So if you see, between 5, 7, there is no prime number. Between 31 and 41, there is one prime number. Between 13 and 19, there is one prime number. And between 17 and 23, there is one prime number, right? In all these three pairs, right? In all these three pairs, there is a prime number between that prime number. But only in the first option, there is no prime number between those two prime numbers. So which is the pair which is different from others? Option A. Is it clear, guys? So Raksana, your answer is correct. Is it clear, all of you? Guys, again,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
it's pretty difficult for me, right? You know, looking at, I mean, in the last batch, they were keeping their videos on. I don't understand why you guys are keeping your videos off, but again, it's okay if you are not comfortable. But yeah, it's rather difficult for me. Okay, yeah, all right. So these are so the questions that we have seen are the type 1 questions, right? Where the in the first case, what do you see? The number 1, right? The number, the first number can be greater than the second number, right? So it refers with the inequalities, right? So that is the first case. The second case depends on the arithmetic, right? So the difference of those two numbers can be same in all the three cases, and in one case it can be different, right? Or the sum can be the same, right? Or multiplication can be the same. So that is another type. And third type is, you know, it can be related to your type of numbers, right? So here we had prime numbers, right? In all the three options, there was a prime number between the two prime numbers, but only in the first option there was no, there wasn't any prime number between the two, between the two prime numbers. Okay, all right. Yeah, what about this one? Come on, guys, think about it. What about this one? Okay, Soumya is saying that it is D. Okay, what about others? Raksana is also saying D. Okay. Come on, Srivas, Karthik. Karthik is saying B. Okay. 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 Okay, just a minute, guys. All right. Yeah. So what's the answer? Soumya, can you explain your logic?
Sir, I did not give you any answer for this question, so it was the answer of previous question.
Okay. Raksana, did you give the answer for this question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's your logic, Raksana?
Sir, in every option, the second number,
Mm-hmm.
when you add the digits of the second number,
Mm-hmm.
it's 2 smaller than the first number. Like in option A, 1 plus 2, 3.
Okay.
3 is 2 smaller than 5.
Okay.
Likewise in B, 2 plus 4 is 6.
Super. Super. Correct. Exactly. Right. So what you can do? It is related to the addition of digits, right? in the second number, if you take 2 plus 1 plus 2 is 3. Now 3 plus 2 is 5, right? 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 13, right? But in the last case, 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 2 is not 11. Very, very important question. Okay, now guys, Karthik and Srivas, I think, yeah, why did you choose option B? Let's discuss on that. What was your reasoning?
Sir, other than option B, in every other option, the second number is not divisible by the first number.
See, okay, what you said, see, now you have to compare that logic with this logic. See, whatever you said would be correct if it was the other case. That means if there were three numbers which were divisible, and if there was a fourth number which was not divisible, then I would have considered that that was the better logic.
Okay.
You're getting my point, Karthik?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, but in comparison, if you see this logic, that is the logic that we ended up. So this is a sound logic as compared to the other. Right. Now let's say there were like 824 and 416 and 520, and let's say there is some 725. So then I would choose 725 because all of three were divisible, but the fourth one is not divisible.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. All of you, did you understand this? This is
Yes.
very important. Guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What about this one? Again, observe the numbers carefully, right? You'll get your answer. Okay, I received two answers. B, D and D. Okay. D. Okay. Anbarasu. Okay. Option D. Sri was option D. Okay. All right. So I think this is simple, right? Because all the numbers, these numbers are closer to the multiples of the first numbers, right? So 15 into 3, 45 plus 1 is 46. 12 into 3, 36 plus 1 is 37. 9 into 3, 27 plus 1 is 28. But in the last option, we have 8 into 4, 32 plus 1, 33, right? So option D is the right. It's a different pair from others. Okay, good guys. What about this one? Okay. D and D. Okay, A. Okay, yeah, this is also straightforward, right? So 21 into 2, 42 plus 1, 43. 25 into 2, 50 plus 1, 51. 29 into 2, 58 plus 1, 59, right? But in the first option, it is 6 into 12 plus 3, that is 15. So only the first one. So that is different from others, right? Okay. Select the number pair which is different from others. Okay, what about this one? C. Yeah, C, right? Yeah, I'll give one more. Okay, I got one more answer. C. Okay. C. 7C. Correct. Yeah. C. Yes. Soumya C, correct. Right. Yeah. So 1845, 40, 1640, 820, right? 18 into 2.5 is 40, 45, right? 16 into 2.5 is 40. 8 into 2.5 is 20. But 14 into 2 is 28, right? So this is the different pair. I hope all of you understood this type, right? So it's basically multiple type, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no, guys? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay, what about this one? Karthik says it is D. C. Okay, let's see. See, guys. Again, even in the last LR class, I told you the same thing, right? Remember 20 squares and at least 10 cubes. Okay. So 20 squares 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100. Right? So 11 square 121, 144, right? 169, 196, 225, 256, right? 17 square 289, 18 square 324, 19 square 361, 20 square 400. Okay. What about cubes? So 1 cube 1, 2 cube 8, 3 cube 27, 4 cube 64, 5 cube 125, 6 cube 216, 7 cube 343, 8 cube 512, 9 cube 729, 10 cube 1000. If you go further, 11 cube will be 1331, right? So now if you look at this question, this is what 2 cube, 3 cube. This is what 5 cube, 6 cube. This is what 7 cube and 8 cube. 1001 is not cube of any number. So that is why this is an incorrect. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So again, I'm stressing it, right? You have to remember the squares of at least 20 to 25, first 20 to 25 numbers, and the cubes of first 10 to 15, right? Natural numbers, right? And you must be able to identify them, right? By looking at the number, you must be able to identify, right? Sometimes what they'll give is they'll give something like this 7, 26, right? 124, right? 215. So what are these numbers? These are the numbers which are 1 less than cubes. So this is what 2 cube minus 1. This is what 3 cube minus 1. This is what 5 cube minus 1. This is 6 cube minus 1, right? You must be in a position to identify these numbers. Okay. Okay. Right. Yeah, D is the correct answer. Okay, this one.
Sir, C.
Okay, all of you are saying it as C. Okay. So 2, 7, 3, 26. See again, as soon as you see, you have to identify that numbers, right? So 27, 26 is 1 less than cube of 3. 126 is 1 more than cube of 5, right? So this will be 2, 2 cube minus 1, 3, 3 cube minus 1, 5, 5 cube plus 1, right? 4, 4 cube minus 1. So the only different pair is this. So this is your incorrect answer. I hope all of you got the same answer. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. What about this one?
D.
So D.
Okay. Let's see. D, D, D. Okay. All of you are getting D. Okay. So 6, 44, 8, 256. Okay. So again, 144 is 12 square. So 12 by 2 is 6. 256 is 16 square. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. 400 is 20 square. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 64 is 8 square. So 8 divided by 2 must be 4, but it is 6. So this is the incorrect pair. Guys, I hope all of you are following, right? Ambarasu, Vasuki. Vasuki, you are not giving any replies. Are you following, Vasuki? Vasuki, are you there? Okay, you're on mute if you are trying to respond. Srivas, Karthik, guys, I hope you are all of you are following, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yes, cool. All right. Okay, what about this one? So select the odd number. By odd number, we are not literally asking to find the odd number, right? So we are asking the number which has a different property from the remaining set of numbers.
Sir, B.
Sorry?
B.
B for Bombay.
Yes.
Just check once, Karthik. Don't be in a hurry, check once.
B, sir.
Why are you guys answering B? Okay.
Sir, is it C?
Yeah, it's C, right? C, because these are palindromes. What are palindromes? The numbers which, like, from both the directions, they must be same. So if I go from this direction, I'm getting the number 72572. If I go from this direction also, I'm getting.
So only B is a palindrome.
Sorry. Yeah, only B is correct. Only B is a palindrome. Right? Remaining all the numbers are not palindromes. Correct. Sorry, guys. My fault. Okay. So this is not a palindrome. This is not a palindrome. This is not a palindrome. Only B is a palindrome. Yeah. So B is the right answer. Good. Now I got clarity that you guys are paying attention. Okay, that's good. Yeah. All right. What about this one? Again, observe carefully and try to do it.
Sir, D.
Option
D.
D. Okay, let's see. Let others do. Soumya, Raksana, Srivas, Vasuki, give your answers. Try to play around with the digits, okay? Because see, again, you can't figure out what sort of numbers they are, right? Whether they are prime numbers or that is really difficult, right? So whenever you saw these sort of questions, the logic will be something related to the digits. So you try to figure out, is there any relation between the digits?
So D.
D. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So when I say that, it might be something related to digits, right? See, first of all, as soon as you look at these two numbers, something must immediately strike you. And what is that? Right? If I add the first two numbers and if I add the next two numbers and if I take the difference, it is 1, right? That is 6 plus 2 minus 4 plus 3. It is 1. Next also, if I do the same thing, 2 plus 6 minus 4 plus 3, that is also equal to 1. I'll go further. 8 plus 4, 12, minus 6 plus 5 is 11. So this is also 1. See, all the three numbers are following the same logic, right? But on the other hand, 4 plus 8, 12, minus 6 plus 7, 13. This is minus 1. So this I will not consider. These three are following the same logic. This is not following that logic. So this is the different pair. Right. But you might ask, sir, how will we know exactly in the exam? Like, how will we directly get the idea that I have to follow this? Well, again, as soon as you see these numbers, guys, listen carefully, right? So as soon as you see these numbers, see, one thing is clear, right? You can't find a common thing between these numbers. Like, what will you find? Will you find whether they have a common multiple or common divisor, or whether they are prime numbers or whether they are not prime numbers? See, that is really difficult, right? You can't sit and figure out whether they are prime numbers or not, or you can't do. So ultimately, you have to realize that if something is given of this sort, that has to do something with the digits. Right. Now, if it is something with the digits, what are all the things that we can do with the digits? The first and the basic thing that I can do is I can add up all the digits, right? So this is 6 plus 2, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 3, this is 15. So this is also 15. This is 12 and this is 18, 23. So this is 12, 12 plus 6, this is 25. So again, the digits sum is not the same. I can do multiplication, right? Or I can do this arithmetic that we did. Like, we can add first two digits, we can add the second two digits, and then we can take the difference. So this is how your thought process should go, right? You should not sit and try to figure out whether they are prime numbers or whether they have any common multiple or whether they have any common divisor. That's a waste of time. Is it clear, guys? Like, am I making sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. So
Sir.
so this is how your thought process should be in your exam, right? Because you hardly will have 1 minute, right? Within 1 minute, the idea should click to you, right? And again, these will, your thought process will improve by practicing a lot, right? So I'll just give one worksheet on this as well, right? Actually, I have created the worksheets. I don't know where I kept, but yeah, I'll be sharing the worksheets as soon as possible. All right. Okay, what about this one? B. Okay. Again, look at the numbers carefully. Does the numbers have any property? And can I figure out that property? Right? This is what you have to look out for. 63, 126, 215, and 342. All these numbers are closer to certain type of numbers. Now, what are those type of numbers? That is what you have to think about. Right? So, what are those type of numbers? 63 is closer to 64. Right? 63 is closer to 64. 126 is closer to 125. 215 is closer to 216. 342 is closer to 343. Now what are these? This is 4 cube. This is 5 cube. This is 6 cube. This is 7 cube. So what 63 how I'll get? I'll get by subtracting 1 from 4 cube. 126 I'll get by adding 1 to 5 cube. 215 I'll get by subtracting 1 from 6 cube. 342 I'll get by subtracting 1 from 7 cube. So therefore these are the numbers. Right. So what is left over? What is the odd pair? The odd pair is 5 cube plus 1. So as soon as you see these numbers, right? As soon as you see 63, 126, 215, 352. Yes, these are the numbers which are closer to cubes. So there is the property is somewhat related to cubes. So directly you have to put the cubes and see what is happening. Clear? Any doubts? Yeah, guys, any doubts? Come on, speak out.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No? Okay, fine. Okay, what about this one? Again, try to remember what we just discussed. Okay, try to remember that and try to do this. Okay, option C, option C. All right. Yeah, guys, I got only 2 answers. Come on. Okay. So again, this is similar to the previous question, right? The question that we have done before the cubes, right? What is the logic here? So it has to do with something with the digits. So that is figured out, right? Now, whenever it is with respect to the digits, the first thing that you have to do is sum up the digits, right? This is the first thing that you should be doing, right? So what happens when you sum up the digits? So 5 plus 7, 12, 12 plus 8, 20, 28. So here the sum is 28. Here also that the sum is 28. 6, 4, 10 plus 10. So here the sum is 20. Here the sum is 28. So in all the 3 cases, the sum is except this case. So what? So what's your answer? Option C is your answer. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What about this one?
Sir, C.
C. Okay. Let's see. So again, as I can see, the numbers are like, they're closer to perfect square. So what is your 25? 5 square, 16, 4 square, and I have 9. So this is 3 square. Okay, so I'll keep it like this. But when I come to here, so this is 8 square, 100 is 10 square, this is 18. So now I can look up the logic, right? So here it was 9. So 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. So the actual logic is 5 plus 4. The actual logic is 8 plus 10. Now coming to the third one, This is 9 square and this is 3 square. So the actual value has to be 9 plus 3, 12, but it is 19. So this is not satisfying. Let's see if the fourth one satisfies. If the fourth one satisfies, then this is the logic. So 4 square is 16, 8 square is 64, and it satisfies, right? This is 4 plus 8. So this is true. So option C is your answer. Is it clear? Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Yeah, try this one. Yeah, guys, what's the answer for this?
So option D.
So is it option B?
Option D. Okay. What about others? 16D. Okay. Karthik. Soumya, what are your answers?
Sir, option D.
Option D. Okay. All right, let's check. So 12, 70 to 140. So it is clear, right? 12. So this is 12 into 6 is 72. And 12 into 12 is 144. 26. 26 into 6 is 156, right? And 26 into 12. Right? 12 6 is 72. Yes. 26 into 12 is 312. 17 into 6 is 102. This is straightforward, right? So 17 into 12 is 1. 14 into 90. No, it doesn't do. So option D is your answer. Understood, all of you? Any doubts in this?
No.
No?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah, what about this one? Okay. 16 A. Steve was A. Okay. Let's see. Raksana, Soumya, please answer, guys. Guys, you have to be as interactive as possible in this session, okay? Because reasoning is something that you learn in this way only, right? Otherwise, if you're not doing here, you'll not do them in exam, okay? Yeah, please do respond. Okay, I think almost all of you got the same answer, that is here, okay? So 525 is 5 square. 225, it's not 5 cube, okay? So, but, okay, I'll keep it as it is. 6 square. 216 is 6 cube. 9 square 9 cube, 3 square 3 cube. Yeah, it's a very simple question. Okay, so option A is your answer. Okay, this is letters again. As I told, so if someone, if you don't remember, again, yes, just once listen, right? How do you number the letters, right? Just remember the phrase HOT. right? HOT and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is how you have to number them, right? Just remember the face HOT, right? So how do you number ACE? So A is 1, C3. These are you can remember easily. E, HOT, E will come first. So E is 5. So B is 2, G. So you count from E, E, F, G. So G will be 7. Okay. So this is how you have to number the things. So you have to remember this phrase. All right, do it now. Do this and tell the answer. Yes, guys, tell me the answer. So E is 5, 3. What is H? Hij. So J is 10. So H will be 8. So D is 4, 8. Okay. FEB. So E is 5, F is 6, B is 2. C is 3, IJ. So this is 9. Okay. Okay. C is 3, A is 1, B is 2. A is 1, G, E, F, G. J, G is 7. Right? So now you figure out the relationship between the numbers. So 1, 3, 5, 27. So what sort of relation could be there? 3 plus 5, 8, 8 plus 1, 9. 9 into 3, 27. So this is 1 plus 3 plus 5, sum of those numbers into 3. What about 5, 3, 8? 5 plus 3 plus 8. What is 5 plus 3 plus 8? It is 16. 16 into 3 is what? 48. So we have 48. 6 plus 5, 11. 11 plus 2 is 13. 13 into 3, 39. So that is the logic. So the last number is not following that logic. So option D is the answer. How many of you understood this? Guys, yeah, understood? Raksana, Soumya, yeah, understood. Okay, great. So you just have to number them, and you have to number as quickly as possible, guys. Okay, you should not take much time. That's the reason this phrase is very important, right? HOT 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right. Okay, what about this one?
Sir, option D.
Okay. Which option? Option D. Okay, all of you got the option D. Okay. So let's quickly number them. AFC, right? So 1, 3, 6. DCC 4, 3, 3. BFB, right? 2, 2. What is F? F is 6. EBD, right? So 5, 2, 4. I think this is with respect to sum, right? Or what?
Yes, sir.
What is the logic, guys?
Some.
Sir.
Yeah. So 1 plus 6 plus 3 is 10. 4 plus 3 plus 3 is 10. 2 plus 6 plus 2 is 10. But here it is not 10. So EBD is your answer. Okay, correct, guys. Good, good, good. All right. Yeah, this one. This is straightforward, right? Yeah. Option D, correct. Yeah, option D. So basically, wine is contained in a bottle, right? Tea is contained in a cup. Water is contained in a pitcher. Pitcher is that, this shape thing that you'll hold water, that will hold water, right? But ball is not contained in a bat, right? You hit ball with a bat, right? So that's the only thing. Okay. Select the odd word from the given alternatives. Oh, right. Okay. So use your chemistry knowledge. What's the answer?
D.
D. Chlorine. Yes. D is the right answer. Because manganese, zinc, and iron. Right? What are these?
Metals.
Yeah, these are metals, right? But chlorine is a non-metal. Right? So guys, these sort of questions you can definitely expect, right? Yesterday also, I think in the last class also we discussed, right? Based on your knowledge of chemistry and physics, he'll give you some questions, okay? Yeah, in analogy, we saw this, right? The questions from physics, okay? So you can give those. All right. Yeah. I think that's it, guys, with respect to classification. Any doubts or anything that you want to discuss?
Sir, can you share this and this PPT and the previous one in the group?
Yeah, the presentations, yeah, they'll be shared. They'll be shared. Yeah, they'll be shared with you guys. Don't worry. Along with this, the worksheets will also be shared. Actually, yeah, there are worksheets, so I'll be sharing the worksheets as well.
So, where else can I study this from?
Sorry?
Like, do I need reference books for this subject?
No, I mean not necessarily. No need of reference books. What you should be doing is so all those presentations. So we have 10 topics. Like in BITSAT syllabus, there are 10 topics mentioned. So we'll be covering all those 10 topics. We have already covered 2 topics, so there are 8 topics left. So we'll be doing 8 of those topics. And for the 10 topics, we'll be doing 10 worksheets. And in each worksheet, again, there will be 10 to 15 problems. So here we are doing 20 problems per worksheet, right? Per presentation. So then the worksheet will have at least 10 to 15 problems per worksheet. Right?
So, did you give a worksheet after last class?
No, I did not give. That's what I'm saying. Like I have created the worksheets, but I have lost them. Like they're on my PC. So I'm just trying to find out them. Once I find out them, I'll be sending. Okay. And this will not take much time. Like tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll be sending the presentations. I think this is enough, right? Because this is more than enough for reasoning, right? There might be one tough question which you might not be able to do, but remaining all the questions you'll be able to do, and you should not even spend much more time on reasoning, right? Because in mathematics, physics, and chemistry, you'll have a lot number of questions, right? So this is more than sufficient. You do not need any book, right? So the presentations, the worksheets, and the mock test, right? So you'll be writing mock test, right? So these are more than enough.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, how much time should we be spending on reasoning in the exams?
Hardly 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, like, quickly. See, again, you should train your mind in such a way that as soon as you see the problem, you should recognize it, right? But again, I would say 10 minutes, that's enough. Okay.
Sir, so for certain questions, for me it will be correct, sir, but the logic in which you are explaining doesn't like suit mine, sir. Will it be fine if the same happens in the test?
Yeah. See, your examiner will make sure that, so most of the times, again, I can't say it 100%, but most of the times, for a particular question, there might be 2 logics. But if you approach from both the logics, you'll end up with the same answer, right? The question paper setter will make sure that the question is being set in that way that whether either you go from logic A or logic B, you end up getting the same answer. But again, think to yourself, right? If you are going to explain whatever the logic, based on logic, whatever logic you have answered, if you explain that logic to someone, does it sound well, right? Just think about yourself. If you feel that that is a good enough logic, then go ahead with that, right?
Okay, sir.
Anything else, guys? All right. Okay, so whoever is attending math class, just try to attend like 10 minutes before, like 7:30 is the class. At least try to attend like around 7:15 to 7:20. Okay. All
Okay.
right. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. We can leave the call.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Bye.